Start with you. How tired were you? Just the effects. What's the week been like?
It's been rough. I mean, not being able to do anything for 7 to 10 days, and just coming in one day of practice, you can't really go too hard and then play a game. But yeah, I was tired, but I mean, it was just pushing through. Um, Late in the second half, I kind of got my wind back, starting to get back into the regular, just the regular motion and stuff. So yeah, I was pretty tired. I ain't gonna lie.
So Sean, you knew he was tired. You knew Taz was tired. You feel okay? I got to take this on my shoulders at time. How do you do that?
Just letting the game come to me. I have trust in my teammates, and I know they have trust in me. So I was never trying to force. I knew that this was their first game back. They only had probably 24 hours prior to this to prepare. So I knew that they would probably be sucking air a little bit. But no, it was good. It was good. I'm just glad we got the win. Huge comeback win for us.
Kedy has kind of gone past coincidence to maybe a characteristic of this team, slow starts, getting off. Is it anything specific? Is there anything that you all are seeing from game to game or different issues from each one?
Ultimately, I think it's just different issues because each game is different. So you never know what's going to come, and you just got to adjust when it happens.
Kedy, again for you, rightly or wrongly, your team had gotten a reputation as a bad free throw shooting team through the first 10 or so games. But again today, you knock them down when you really had to. So what's the emotion? What's the fear when you go to the line and you know things are sort of resting on you?
I mean, like I said before, it's no fear. It's just all about having confidence in yourself and being ready for those type of moments.
The whole time he was up at the line, when he knocked down the free throw, he was talking to the other team the whole time. Same thing with Hot Boy.
What's he say? What do you say?
What do you say?
He was saying it's off, it's off. We know it's good.
Yeah,
we know it's
right.
good.
Sean, did you jump in to tell him to get off the line, to tell JB to get off the line on the last one so he could go back through his routine? Or
I didn't mean to freeze him like that, but I wanted to make sure that JB knew. I wanted to make sure we had our matchups right. And then I feel like I got a bunch of heat from the crowd. I was the one trying to stop the play, but no, he hit the free throw, so it worked out how it should.
Gabe, did you guys want to foul with them coming up the court right there at the end? Because you guys had fouls to give, and you're up 3. So did you want to foul early?
We did want to foul. I mean, we trusted our defense and help. We knew it was going to be a tough shot anyways. And I think we did pretty good. I chased him off. Sean picked him up. He shot a one-legged shot from just cross half. So, I mean, it was good possession. We didn't want to foul in that situation.
Yeah, were you sure that was padded there when you slugged the standard?
Pad, yeah. It's good.
Not his first time hitting it.
Yeah. Just getting the flow of the game, emotions, just let them out.
Talk about that a little bit, about how emotions drive you.
A lot, because, I mean, I'm playing off hunger and just energy, so when we get a big player, something like that, especially when we're down to a team, I mean, I'm just trying to bring some energy to the team, taking the charge, little plays here and there. It amps up the crowd, and it gives our team energy.
So those charges you take, I mean, you've taken a lot, but that's a little point guard. Is that tougher? I think you got 3 on him alone. Is that harder to do than a big guy coming down the lane?
I mean, the big guys are way easier, but with the guards, it's actually very easy because our guards are pushing them to me, and it's hard to stop on a dime once they're going straight. So, I mean, and we're in the Big 12, so we're going to be seeing more faster, stronger guards, so should be a lot more charges than I had in the non-conference for sure.
Kedy, can you talk about, I mean, it's only 2 games in the Big 12 schedule for you guys, 2 games for you, but what have you learned about the conference, the style of play, what it takes to play in this league over those 2 games?
I mean, it's way faster than our non-conference games. Players are better, bigger, stronger. I say really just the speed and more skillful.
You had a bunch of clutch shots today, you and many other guys like Kedy and the like. So what's the difference when it's a clutch shot? What is your mind like blank, or how does it work?
Yeah, I don't think anybody tries to think about it. I think it's just the next shot. You try to not think about it. You try to not put pressure on yourself. It's just a shot that's got to go in, just like every other shot. So I don't really put pressure on myself. And I mean, yeah, I had a couple tonight, but Kedy going to the line, JB hitting those 2 free throws, those were probably the two biggest buckets of the game.
A question for all three. Obviously, K-State came in shorthanded. Coach wasn't even, didn't even make the trip. And, you know, they've played 2 games now without their head coach. Could you guys imagine playing a game in a similar situation with, you know, Coach Huggins not being on the sideline and, you know, maybe a couple other assistants aren't in the game as well? I mean,
I think with our leadership and with our maturity, I think we'd be the same team. We trust our assistants. We know we got to go out and do, and we have our kind of brand of playing hard, making shots. So it's the same thing.
That's correct. Kansas State getting better though. I mean, it can't be easy to go on the road without your boss. I mean, they're good. That was a good win for us.
What are you guys? When you're down, I think it was 14. It's not going to happen like that. What do you have to change, or what do you have to establish to get on the track where you get back in the game, you take the lead, and go away?
I think exactly what you said. It can't be all one play. So it's like Gabe taking the charge, and then we come down and then we get 2 more points, and then Kedy getting a steal, and then like I said, there's not a 14-point play. So it's just trying to get multiple stops in a row to give yourself a chance in the ball game. And I mean, like I said, I mean, both these guys to my left made huge plays, which allowed us to get back into the game and win.
Yeah, and we've been there before. I mean, we've been down 20 at Texas last year. I've been in the same situation with these guys a whole lot of times. So just going into nowhere down, we just look at each other. We know what we got to do. It's just handling business.
You trying to do something to change it? I mean, you said maybe taking a charge. Is it a 3? Do you take something away from them that's been working? Is this much them, or is this much you?
Probably more us.
I say it's just
if we do what we're supposed to do, we're gonna take them out of their offense and
turning them over.
Yeah, turn them over and make our shots, run our plays. So I say it's mostly us.
Kedy, there were a couple plays early in the second half, like maybe the first 3 or 4 minutes into the second half. You took a tough drive to the bucket, kind of put up a one-hander, then like a coast-to-coast kind of play. I'm kind of wondered, have you kind of grown in confidence to take those kind of shots? I mean, are those plays that you would have made like, you know, a month ago, or what do you think?
I'll say my confidence have grown, but it's just Coach always tell me, don't stop until they stop you. So that's the mindset I had, and I was just going until I was stopped.
And he did average almost 30 in JUCO and one of the league in JUCO scores. So he got it. Everybody, all my shooters, they got it in them. I got ultimate faith in them.
Sean, you talked about JB and how he made those clutch free throws. He got taken out early in the second half, and he had a really good game against Texas, scoring 18 last week. What does that say about him, how he didn't have his best of games but was able to come up big late?
He's growing up. He's maturing, and like you said, he had a big game at Texas, and then I don't even know what it was today. But he said something. He said that was my first 2 points of the game. I said that was the biggest points of the game. So, I mean, it's not about when you score or how much you score, or I guess it is about when you score, but the 2 free throws he hit were huge. And he's just growing up. He's getting better each day, and we're going to rely on JB here going forward.
It isn't when you score. If my memory serves me correct, you spotted Sean, you missed a layup under the basket or got the ball and threw out to Taz. I mean, what did you see there? I mean, you had to be upset about the situation you were in.
Just trying to play the right, or trying to make the right play at the right time. I'm not sure exactly how much time was on the clock, but if it was late, I mean, we were up there with a couple minutes left to go. So if there was guys around me, I definitely didn't want to force something up. Just get it out, run some more clock, maybe get a bucket there late. So.
The only one that wasn't sure about how much time was on the clock. The referee were on every basket.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.